All right, what is up, everybody? So, a few minutes late, but y'all know this is not a formal A Diva Disturbed. We are working on getting my show back up on a different platform, though. So, I'm assembling a team who will probably have guest co hosts. So, here's what's going on. So, I decided to hop on at my usual showtime tonight and have a discussion about mainly this program is about Lizzo and how everyone has been doing this apples to oranges thing. Oh, and let me introduce myself. I am Miss Sophia the Diva. I am the host of A Diva Disturbed. I started this as like, I don't know, some sort of segment or whatever it was on the radio platform. We're not doing that anymore. It was too costly and personality conflicts. But either way, I'm back for just tonight. Y'all know Diva got to go to work in the morning. Hey, Cousin Pat. Hey, Cousin Nyla. How are you? So good to see you all. I forgot I have my Kindle so I can actually broadcast on all of my platforms at the same time. So hello to my people on YouTube. Hello to my people on Periscope. Hello to my people on Facebook. Hello to my people on YouTube. And if you're on YouTube, you need to subscribe to my channel because I need your subscribership so I can start getting some YouTube checks. Either way, so Lizzo. Hey, Crystal. So let's get into it, everyone. Let's talk about Lizzo. Now, everybody got something to say about Lizzo. Now, first of all, let me clear it up for y'all. It's not body shaming. It's not about the fact that she's plus size. Okay, it is not about that. But there is a sense of decorum and decency, and people have a reasonable expectation of that when going to a basketball game. Now, one of my friends was like, oh, what about all the drunken fights and cursing and stuff that goes on? Well, in the arena, that gets handled real quick, okay? It's not about her size. We've seen Lizzo. Lizzo wears bodysuits just like Beyonce gets on stage and wears bodysuits or rocks them in advertising for the relaunch of Ivy Park. We have seen her perform in them, and time again, we have been unbothered. We have not dragged her for that, okay? What we did drag her for, and I think that The Root did an excellent job of doing the write-up because we were like, oh, no, what is you doing, baby? Why is you out here like this? Okay, because first of all, unlike the car track, well, let me not call them that. Unlike Kris Jenner's children, Lizzo actually has talent. She does not have to get up and show her ass for all the world when she is not being paid to perform for it, okay? You know, sometimes, you know, when you become an attention-seeking whore like Kris Jenner's kids, I mean, that becomes a career. We recently saw an exchange between the Kardashian sisters, basically telling Kourtney, "We gonna fire you off the show because you don't want to let anybody in your business." I'm just like, but you the ones that always want to take off your clothes, okay? But let's get back on topic. I just wanted to use that as an example, okay? So it's not about Lizzo's size. It's about decency and decorum. It was in poor taste. We also are concerned about, did she bring Lysol wipes with her to wipe down the seat as her bare ass was sitting on the damn seats? How often are those, sanitized? How often are they sanitized? We don't know. It's just like we find out shit about airplanes. We think them blankets are clean. They nasty as hell. The seat's probably dirty too. And she got her nasty, but somebody told me, but she had on stockings. She had on stockings. She didn't have on hose. She had on stockings, not hosiery. There's a difference because there's a seat with hosiery. With stockings, you just clip them to something and there you go. Okay. So a lot of people, you know, were just offended by it because they felt like it was a family event in which families have a reasonable expectation not to see a full 4-long frontal ass salt. Okay. And that's what we got. There are reports that she's claiming, if y'all didn't know this, at one point she did work with Prince. May he rest in peace. So there are rumors saying that she was paying homage to her former mentor, Prince Rogers Nelson. Now, we all know that back in the day, Prince, especially during the NPG days, Prince wore these Versace suits that had his butt out, right? So, okay, you doing that. Bradley, you need to listen to the discussion, though. We not tripping on her. I could care less what you do. But my thing is, don't get on here crying, talking about, I don't apologize for who I am. This is just how I am. Well, it's a different arena now. You at a different level. Sometimes you have to do a change up, okay? And I don't think she's realized that. And whoever the people are that she's surrounding herself with, she needs to really, change her circle. But all I'm saying is this with regards to Lizzo. It was in poor taste. It was wrong. Homage to Prince, it should have had lace on it, okay? Number two, it wasn't a good look. It was just tacky as hell, okay? Just look up Lizzo at the Timberwolves versus Lakers games, cousin Pat. So that's an issue. Then she said she was inspired by Rihanna. Rihanna in 2014 wore a see-through dress where we saw her nipples and her thong, okay? I didn't like it. I thought it was in poor taste, but guess where Rihanna was? On the red carpet, okay? And get this, it was also for a fashion award she was getting, okay? It was a poor choice in making it. So everybody was like, but nobody said anything about Rihanna. Well, there's a blog called Hollywood Life, and it says there's an article from June 3rd, 2014. Rihanna haters diss her for her barely there CFDA dress. Okay, at the rate Riri's going, the nipple will be free in no time. The sexy songstress who wowed the crowd when she hit the CFDA red carpet in a totally see-through sparkly dress. But some of her fans thought she went a little too far with her latest fashion choice. The haters took to Twitter to slam Riri, revealing get up. See what they had to say. So here's some of the commentary. I'm sorry, but Rihanna's see-through dress was just one step too far. I'd rather not see your arse and chest. Thank you very much. Rihanna is not forcing this everyday show nipple thing. That dress was way too much. Rihanna looks far from glamorous or classy in that dress. # trashy. I honestly don't see the hype in Rihanna's dress. It was far from stunning. I would say Rihanna as a whole, but her dressy was taking it a little too far, LMAO. So people have said bad things about Rihanna and that particular scandalous dress, right? Okay, then here we go. I love Ivy Park, but y'all also know I love Beyonce, and I call Beyonce cousin Beyonce, okay? Because she's from H-Town, I'm from Dallas, we're Texas divas, we're fabulous, and I just love Beyonce. And she's always classy. Beyonce is relaunching Ivy Park. So there's a picture. If you go to her Instagram, you will see it. She has, her braids are braided down, beaded with Ivy Park. I don't know who did that. That takes a lot of patience to do that. And, she's in a body, in a one-piece bodysuit, like a bathing suit. And people are like, but look at her. She's showing her ass. Beyonce always shows her ass when she's performing and advertising her products. Let us not forget that not too long ago, she's doing a collaboration with Puma, and she was in a one-piece outfit, or what do they call it, leotards or whatever, then. So I don't see how y'all gonna say, but look at Lizzo. Y'all ain't saying nothing about Beyonce. First of all, when Beyonce sits courtside, we ain't never seen her come out looking like, something the cat drug in, number one. Number two, same thing with Prince. Prince may have wore his ass out, but he was going to perform, and he was going to, to an award show. These are performance pieces. These are not things that are meant to be seen out at an event like that. But yet and still, people are like, we're body shaming her. We're not. We're just trying to let her know that it was in piss poor taste. There is a time and a place for everything. In addition, she has a crush on player number 32. If y'all don't know who player number 32, they call him Cat. He plays for the Timberwolves. He is known as Carl Anthony Thomas. He is 24 years old. He stands 7 feet tall, and he is delectably delicious. But I don't think he gonna want some woman that's out here twerking with her naked ass out here on the jumbotron, okay, at a basketball game where little kids are like, "Mama, what's that? I see a full moon." Okay. I'm sure Prince is turning over in his grave if in fact he was she was paying homage to him. Now she's on an apology tour. Girl, no, don't apologize for it. You did it. It's done. And now we were not ready for that, and it was inappropriate. And no matter how much celebrities try to say, or distance themselves from, I'm not a role model. Don't look up to me. Don't be like me. Be the best possible you. All of this stuff. We've heard that. And that's what she was saying in this apology tour on social media that she owned. I've been like this my whole life. Okay, well, you need to think about doing something to change that, because behavior like that can be modified. I think Lizzo is a beautiful girl. I don't know if maybe she thought she was still on the set of Hustlers. I don't know what happened. Maybe she thought that Kat would be impressed by that, but I don't know too many men that want a woman to be their lady that would be impressed like that. And if they do get her, they will dog her out and cheat on her and have her doing sexual things that she really don't want to do. Okay, I'm just saying. Let me see any comments. I need to find the story. Oh, Breland's on. Hey, Breland. Bradley said that Rihanna was at a Lakers game with some shorts on. When she walked, you can see her front a little bit. It was quiet. Now, my opinion, it wasn't cool. She could have had a see-through sheer on it. Is that what you're saying, Bradley? But either way, I just feel like, in my opinion, there's just a time and a place. Then people on Twitter talking about, I've seen people with less on at church. I ain't never seen nobody come up in my church with, I've seen some questionable things, but hey, I'm just saying. All I gotta say is she lucky a church mother wasn't on deck and didn't pull out a prayer cloth on her. Then people start saying, what about Megan Thee Stallion? Megan Thee Stallion attended the game too this weekend or whenever, and she was fully clothed. So I don't know where y'all keep coming up with this. Lizzo at a game. Beyonce advertising on Instagram the relaunch of Ivy Park. We've all seen them in these one-piece suits performing or attending some sort of award ceremony. But, I love Lizzo. I love her music. If y'all notice, Lizzo is everywhere. So Lizzo does not have to do these things for attention. She doesn't. She is getting so much revenue from advertisers. I think she's on a Walmart commercial. She's on some sort of sparkling wine, canned wine commercial. She's everywhere. And it took her 8 years to get there. Don't destroy it overnight. Just like you just said, baby girl, you are an overnight success because you grind for 8 years and it looks like you came out of nowhere, but you've been there grinding. So I'm not saying that, now some people are mean. I'm just saying it as someone who's coming to you in love. There's a time and a place for everything, Lizzo. And you'll probably never listen to this or care to listen to it. But I'm just saying that it disturbed a lot of people. Some of my comedian friends, whom I absolutely love, oh my God. When I think I picked a pretty good hobby to get into. So one of my friends said that, actually he's not even a comedian, but I think he should be. And maybe I can convince him to write for me one day. But my friend Maceo, he said, what do exposed butt cheeks have to do with self-confidence? That's a pretty good question if you ask me, because being body confident is great, but would you show up at corporate America with your butt cheeks? Well, you know what? There used to be somebody I worked with. Let me see that thong. She had pumps in the butt. Like, what? Okay, let me stop. So my friend Dewan, who is also a comedian, he said what Lizzo did was inappropriate behavior. Period. There is a time and a place for everything. Games or family environments, act and dress appropriately. Okay. My friend said that she just needs to take the L and move on. There's no need to apologize. What's done is done. It's done. So, I mean, what more can you do? Rihanna inspired you, okay, but you could have picked a better dress and a better post. But I guess the year of 2019 will be the year, as my friend Maceo put it, it will be the year of chicken sandwiches and butt cheeks. Yes, that will be 2019 in review. In addition, comedian Dexter Ferguson said that Lizzo is that nasty auntie at the cookout where you're like, Auntie, damn, we appreciate your confidence, but what about the children? The baby's standing right here. I was like, oh, okay, that shit was hilarious to me. But okay, moving on to our next topic. So if anyone wants to comment, chime in about Lizzo, feel free, because I'm interested in hearing all opinions and points of views. I've gotten quite a bit. Lizzo, we applaud you and we love you, girl. You talented. You ain't got to let it all hang out. You be fine. And don't no man want no woman out here. I mean, if he do get with you, it's only because, well, he just gonna turn you out. Next, moving on to Nick Cannon and Eminem. For some reason, Nick Cannon has decided to dig up and resurface his beef with Eminem, which I did not know was because Eminem hit his now ex-wife first. He had it first, and Eminem talked about it again on a track with Fat Joe, and Nick Cannon felt led to respond. Now, I love Nick Cannon, but there are two things I know about Nick Cannon. He's not that great of a rapper, and his acting leaves much to be desired. But he's a great businessman. He's very strategic. He's a great show host and creator of shows. But really, Nick, you up here coming for Eminem? Now, for some reason, people keep saying that they think that Eminem is one of the greatest rappers that ever was. I personally have never been a fan of Eminem. My brother gasps every time I say that. I'm like, James, I'm just not that into Eminem. So, I'm trying to understand and fathom where Nick Cannon is coming from with all of this. So what happened on yesterday, he released a diss track because Eminem had said something about I had your wife first. She took your balls. She had my balls. I don't know. Somebody was passing around balls. I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. Bradley, her PR firm ate it up. Only Prince could get away with something like that, my friend Felicia said. Felicia said them lupus meds got Nick tripping. That's why I was like, Nick Cannon need to get somewhere and sit down. Your lupus going to start flaring up because if Eminem drop one on you, it's going to be fire. Now, in the first track, which I did not listen to the entirety of it because I was just like, it's Nick Cannon. He said something about he was on crack, but the white boy does crack pills and some other stuff. And I was like, did Nick just low-key tell us he used to do crack or is it crackhead? Like, what's going on? Did we not learn anything from Whitney when he told y'all crack was whack? I mean, I was disturbed by that. I said, ain't nobody paying attention to these lyrics. Y'all just up here laughing, but I was disturbed. I was like, what is he saying? Just a second, y'all, excuse me. So, all I want to say is all over now, take it like a man. And what I find interesting is that Nick has dropped another track today. And all that Eminem has said is that, the shit you saying is not true because there are allegations. It is alleged that, hey, Eric, it is alleged that allegedly Eminem engaged in a homosexual act with somebody. And so somebody got it on tape. He paid off the people. And that's another problem, too. Oh, and Eminem also said he tried to warn Nick that Mariah was crazy. And I was like, well, y'all say that crazy cooch is the best cooch, and then y'all fuck around and have a baby by banana cream pie. I mean, I'm just saying. So let me see what TMZ and Complex said. Here's other thing. Oh, this was the funniest part of the track, though. This was what was so funny. He said that he is like Tupac, y'all. I was like, motherfucker, you keep hanging around with Suge, your ass gonna be like Tupac, dead. Okay, you gonna end up dead fucking around with Suge, because Suge can still reach you from jail. He might be in jail. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Back in the day, I did find Suge Knight very temptalicious. That man, he probably beat my ass or something. I don't know. But, I was attracted to Suge. He was crazy. But, I was like, oh, he's sexy. I don't know. I was crazy. I was in my 20s. What did I know? But anyways, basically back in the day, Suge probably could have gotten it until I found out just how crazy his ass really was. He killed Pac. Quiet as it's kept. But either way, on this diss track, he's using Suge, Meanwhile, who is it that spoke up? 50 Cent spoke up and said something today. And he said that I don't understand to save my life why someone would pick a fight with him. He is a different kind of animal. I haven't seen a motherfucker come close to beating him, man. Hey, Nick, that shit was trash. I'll kick you in your ass when I see you, punk. And then, of course, he hashtag all of his brands that he's part of. That's 50 cents. I guess they let him back on Instagram. I don't know. But I'm just really I find it comical that these people who are multimillionaires are sitting up here doing shit like this. I'm like, y'all ain't got nothing else better to do with your time. Like, why don't y'all go have a yacht race, or I don't know, what's some other activities that millionaires could engage in? I mean, why don't y'all go do some, what is it, skeet shooting or whatever? Why don't y'all go see who can get the tightest formation down to the gun club, or go golfing or something? I don't know, Nick Cannon, just don't, baby. It's all over. Y'all both slept with Mariah. Y'all both had her. Y'all both have claims that she crazy. So, I mean, just go ahead. I mean, we knew that for the longest. Meanwhile, in other rap news, some rapper named Juice WRLD has fell victim to what many rappers that we know of have fell victim to. Rest in peace to one half of UGK. He OD'd on some lean. Now, one of my friends, Ken, could not fathom why it was that I was talking about the fact that it has been reported that this young man, Juice WRLD, the reason why he had a seizure is because he was taking Percocet to hide it from the authorities. You would have done better taking a drug charge, which probably wouldn't have even been that much. And if you get a really good attorney, I don't know what his criminal record is or if he even had one, but more likely than not, you probably could have gotten a probation, a suspended or deferred sentence, and we could have had it expunged from your record. But instead, now you are resting in peace, we hope, because you chose to pop several Percocets. Now, here's the trip part about the story. So the private plane that he was on, the pilot tipped off the federal authorities. Okay. So they had guns, codeine, Percocet. What else? I mean, and first of all, where are these rappers getting all these pills from? Like, who's writing these prescriptions for these people? I don't understand it. Like, why? And then on top of that, y'all know the risk. But then again, meth heads know the risk too. I still remember to this day, my very first client, my first day clerking, the first time I had to go to the county jail to interview a client. My first client was a meth head. She was there on drug charges for meth. And I asked her, I said, do you not realize that the things that you are consuming when you consume this meth is shit you find under your bathroom and kitchen cabinet? And she said, I do, but I just can't stop. I'm hooked. I want to go to drug court. Polar juice box. You know what? Felicia, I was going to call him juice box too. I was like, but that I didn't want to, somebody loved that baby. He was only, 21 years old. I don't know not one damn word or rhyme he didn't say it, but bless his heart. So yeah, they also found weed, which I'm like, it's from LA. Everybody smokes weed. Everybody on the West Coast smokes weed or eats it. One of the two. It just all depends. Okay. But babies, let me tell y'all something. Take your L, okay? Because you're gonna end up in the grave. That's all I'm saying. Stop fucking with this shit. It's not funny. It's not cool. There are people that actually love and care about you. And somebody said, oh, but Lil Wayne, he survived. That's Lil Wayne. He got 99 lives. I don't know how the man's still alive, but he's still alive. You know, he looked like a cockroach, but let me not talk about that young man. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, they live forever. They say that's the one thing that could live forever is cockroaches, but okay. But anyways, I can't even really say rest in peace to this young man because that's just some stupidity right there. I can't co-sign stupidity. That was just stupid, and it was dumb of you all to even let it be known to the pilots or anyone, because that's the whole point of private planes, is that there's some discretion. But apparently y'all made that pilot nervous and he called 911. He will not be, what's that, the barbecue lady, he snitched on y'all just on the strength that y'all were black, okay? Plus, who brings that many guns to the airport? Let's see. They said they found 70 pounds of marijuana in a vacuum sealed bag in the luggage. They also recovered 6 bottles of prescription codeine cough syrup. That's lean. He making lean. 2 9mm pistols, a 40 caliber pistol, a high capacity ammunition magazine, and metal piercing bullets. And we know that's got to be illegal, okay? 2 members of Juice's security team, Henry Dean and Chris Long, were charged in relation to the weapon. So I guess that was part of the security, and they probably shouldn't have had those. But I mean, thoughts on this, anyone? Because we're going to move on to the next topic. Next topic. Let's see. Oh, let us be in prayer for people in Jersey City. As it stands now, multiple officers shot, at least one fatally, in Jersey City in a standoff. 6 people were killed, including 1 police officer, during an hours-long standoff and firefight Tuesday between 2 suspects and law enforcement in Jersey City, New Jersey. That's today. So let's be in prayer for those families. Jersey City Police Michael Kelly said the 6 dead included 2 suspects and 3 people believed to be civilians who were inside a building. Kelly identified the falling officer as Detective Joseph Seals, a 15-year veteran of the Jersey City Police. Seals was part of a statewide anti-violence unit. He was credited with removing dozens and dozens of handguns from the street. We believe he was killed trying to interdict these bad guys. Okay. So let's be in prayer for them in Jersey City. They have lost one of their own, and some innocent bystanders are also part of that as well. The world today is not safe, people. So stay alert, stay alive. And real quick, this was not part of my topics list, but I just wanted to let y'all know that I keep getting in my inbox daily almost these sex trafficking videos of different people, different women sharing their stories about how they noticed these things. Let me tell y'all something. The number one reason why people can easily snatch your ass up off the street is because so many of us, I'm guilty of it too, and I'm trying to be more mindful about putting my phone away. Get out your damn phone. When you get to your car, look to your left. Always be looking around. Stay alert, stay alive. That's how you keep from getting snatched up off the street, okay? So just stay alert, stay alive. Shout out to rapper Scarface. He is moving forward with running for his city councilman seat. Look, rapper's doing great. He went from a crack dealer to a rapper to now he's going to be a politician. It's awesome. People evolve, okay? I want to say that. I want to say that because let's see. Brad Scarface Jordan, or Brad Jordan, known as Scarface, has gone from being a street level crack dealer to a nationally known recording artist to a city council candidate in America's 4th largest city. On December 14th, we will learn if voters in Houston District D, a population of 210,000, prefer the risky and potential transformational choice offered by Jordan to the safe and status quo choice offered by his rival. I think he'll win just on popularity, but I think that Scarface is It's very intelligent. Hey, okay, y'all, let me catch my big sis up. Lizzo needs to sit down somewhere. Nick Cannon, because she didn't have no business showing her ass at the game. Nick Cannon and Eminem. Well, Nick Cannon just needs to shut the hell up and leave M alone before he get bodied. Um, what else? We're praying for the people in Jersey City. There was another shooting today where an officer's life was lost, as well as 3 civilians and 2 suspects. And now we're talking about Scarface running for city council. So who is the so here in 2019, he's listed on the ballot as a runoff to represent District D on the Houston City Council from 2020 to 2024. On November 5th, Jordan placed second in the 16 candidate field, just behind the first place candidate, Carolyn Evans Shabazz. Since no candidate won, the majority of the top 2 finishers moved on to a runoff election. District D is on Houston's south side, includes many locations featured in Scarface songs. The district contains the renowned Texas Medical Center, as well as multiple food deserts in some of Houston's most impoverished and crime-ridden neighborhoods. So I'm rooting for you. Sometimes we need to shake it up, but let's not shake it up like we did with who we got in office. Speaking of which, I understand that I haven't even looked it up because I just don't care. I'll believe it when I see it or when I hear, like, I get these alerts from Apple News letting me know that articles of impeachment have in fact been handed down to Angry Wig. Okay, y'all know I call him Angry Wig. I don't like saying his name. I don't like him. I think he is a vile and disgusting human being who never had any business running for office. Now, when I say second chances, I'm talking about Mike Vick. Some of you will probably unfriend me, unfollow me. But as someone who has studied the law and as someone who believes in second chances and giving people an opportunity to redeem themselves, Mike Vick already paid the price for the dogfighting ring that was at his house. One of the things I've always found interesting about that is the fact that it was his cousins that was doing it. And I'm like, did we ever find out if there was evidence of Mike Vick knowing that there was a dogfighting ring going on? My thing is this. To all the people who got this petition going on, can he live? That was 12 years ago. He went to prison for that, which means time served. He should not be punished over and over and over again for the same damn thing. Let it go. Now, if y'all can let, what's his name? Brady get away with Deflategate, because we know how y'all love your football, okay? Or if you can let countless police officers get away, even some of them get hugs when they're convicted, if they just so happen to get convicted for killing Black people. You should be outraged by that. See, I need petitions for that. I need for you to start going out here and petitioning to get rid of your mayor or your police commissioner who allow these officers to even still get a check. How about that? That's what I need y'all to do. Human life, at least Black human life, is not as valued as a dog's life. And anybody who knows me knows I love fur babies. Okay, I don't care for Chihuahuas. I know some of y'all like them, but I don't. They scare me. My Aunt Peggy's dog, Zeus, he was bipolar. I didn't like that little dog. And after that, I was like, I can't do Chihuahuas anymore. I'm just saying. Okay, so Mike Vick, anyone got any opinions that they want to state that is listening right now, please type them out and we will confer on them. But quite frankly, I think that it's over. Let the man live. He is a very talented football player. He has asked for forgiveness, and they don't want him to be the Legends captain at the 2020 Pro Bowl or whatever. Now, on to my favorite person in the world. Okay, there's other favorite people. Okay, actually, my favorite person is Lenny Kravitz, because y'all know he's supposed to be my husband. But I wanted to take time out to talk about cousin Beyonce. Cheryl said, Coach said the same thing about Mike Vick. They were quick to forget. Felicia, they were so quick to forgive Amber Geiger, and it was our own. I mean, the judge. And just on the strength of that, that was just very biased, which made me, I said, that was crazy. I wasn't here for that. Excuse me, let me get a drink. And thank you all who are joining the conversation. I really appreciate it. Um, so let it go. It's over. It's dead. You're beating a dead horse. Y'all done dug it up, shot it, beat it again, and buried it again. I'm sick of it. Just let it go. But now let's talk about cousin Beyonce. So Beyonce has kind of been on the low lately, if you kind of notice, which is low key for her. You know, she's usually always in the spotlight, but she silently posts a lot. She's the only person I know on Instagram that pretty much can post just a picture with no caption, no nothing. We like. We just love Beyonce, okay? But one of the things I like about her, as a matter of fact, all of Destiny's Child has stepped out this past week to talk about mental health. And I'm going to do a special segment on that. I've been saying I want to do it, but I really want to discuss that and make that a big thing, because I'm here to tell you people, the myth, it is a myth. Strong Black women. It is a myth. It is a burden that so many of us carry until we end up going to early graves because of the burden it carries. Now with Michelle, y'all know how, anybody who know how I feel about Michelle. Okay, girl, I'm gonna pray for you. Kelly Rowland was saying that we need to stop apologizing for who we are, especially Black women. Now Beyonce is being interviewed in Elle, and they asked her what stresses you out. You always look like you are in control. She said, I think the most stressful thing for me is balancing work and life, making sure I'm present for my kids, dropping Blue off at school, taking Rumi and Sir to their activities, and making time for date nights with my husband, and being home in time to have dinner with my family. All while running a company can be challenging. Juggling all these roles can be stressful, but I think that's life for any working mom. And I like that she's hands-on, because, you know, Beyonce can pay for all kinds of help, which she does, but there are certain things she chooses to do. She even talked about it before, where she said that she likes to drop Blue Ivy off to school herself, you know, drive her to school and drop her off. They asked her, how do you take care of yourself? Do you believe in self-care? She said, the name of the brand comes from where I built my strength and endurance as a young woman. I ran and trained in the park. She's talking about Ivy Park. And that state of mind has stayed with me all these years later. It's the first place where I learned to listen to my body. Many of us grew up seeing our parents act as if they were superheroes. Most women have been conditioned to ignore symptoms and just tough it out. This is true. And focus on taking care of everyone else before themselves. I'm no longer one of these people. After having a difficult pregnancy, I took a year to focus on my health. I've researched information on homeopathic medicines. I don't just put any prescription in my body. My diet is important. I use tools like acupuncture, meditation, visualization, and breathing exercises. Okay. In addition, another question was asked, do you ever react to negative comments about yourself? I was like, babe, I hope you see me and Audrey. We be out here fighting for you, girl, because we do not let anybody talk about our Beyonce, okay? That's nobody better not say nothing bad about Beyonce, but we will tell the truth about her, because at that time she did them bangs and that ugly jacket she had at All-Star that looked like blackface. I said something about that. So anyway, she said, yes, I'm human. In moments of vulnerability, I try to remind myself I'm strong and I'm built for this. Thank God most of the noise bounces off of me after all of these years. She said, when we see you at the supermarket or Target, what do you buy? She said, the last time I went to the supermarket is more like a bodega before a Madonna concert. Jay and I snuck into one in Crenshaw. She's in California, therefore, and bought some Cuervo and Funyun chips. And y'all know, y'all see me at Target, and I see y'all trying to sneak pics. Let's see. Basically, Beyonce letting y'all know she reads y'all comments. She see the shit y'all be saying. She just don't say nothing. She just put in the song most of the time, and she just don't give a damn what y'all got to say. And I wouldn't either, because at that level, I fly above all the haters. Okay. So y'all leave Queen Bee alone. I'm excited that two of my favorite fashion lines are making a comeback. Shout out to Ivy Park. Yes. Because I was like, I need some new Ivy Park gear for the winter. And now that my job had told me we could be casual, I was like, oh. And I saw what everybody had on. I said, oh. But y'all know I'm going to dress it up, though. Y'all know Diva just don't go out. Casual is just, I don't do just casual. And Baby Fat is back. My favorite jeans. Finally, jeans for big booty girls who have small waist. That would be me. Apple bottoms was always the perfect jean for actual full figured women. But for like me, it was Baby Fat. But I do hope Kimora and you and your daughters have reinforced the inner thigh, because that was my number one complaint about Baby Fat. I have one pair of Baby Fat jeans that survived that time. I had like 10, 15 pairs of Baby Fat. And you know what happened to all of them? The inner thigh rubbed out. So if you're going to charge $75 to $150 for a pair of jeans, please reinforce the inner thigh, because you say they for plus size people. Our thighs rub together sometimes. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Okay? Y'all feel me on that? So I'm excited about those. I wish Beyonce would bring back Darion, because I like Darion jeans too. Those were good too. Okay. Shout out to Miss Universe 2019. The winner is Miss South Africa. Please forgive me if I butcher her name. I think this is pronounced Zozibini Tunzi. India's Vatika Singh crashes out. So she won. And we are so happy because this year, Miss USA, Miss America, Miss Teen USA, and Miss Universe are all Black women. Black girl magic, we're winning. And some of the white people and the fair-skinned Latino population is shooketh. Okay? They don't like that. As a matter of fact, Puerto Rico, Miss Puerto Rico, who is the runner-up, her country and her have had some very racist things or inappropriate things to say about Miss South Africa. And somebody asked the question, is Puerto Rico racist? Online comments about Miss Universe sparked discussion. When Adelaide Liverpool Castro grew up in her native Puerto Rico, she did not have a Black woman outside of her family with whom she could identify. Thinking about the Miss Universe competition, she remembered how it was full of white women with straight blonde hair. However, the popular pageant was something she traditionally watched with her grandmother. I didn't miss it. I loved it. I didn't feel represented. I stopped seeing it, not because of race, but because in Puerto Rico, the ownership and direction of the contest changed. And it wasn't until last year with winner Kira Ortega that I saw that she had brown skin that I said, wow, they're changing. On Sunday, Miss South Africa was crowned the new Miss Universe, beating out first runner-up Madison Anderson Berrios, who represented Puerto Rico in the pageant. Liverpool Castro celebrated that this is the year Black women. It's time for Black girls like me to identify with. I didn't have it. She published on her social networks, I grew up in a world where a woman who looks like me with my skin type and my hair type was never considered beautiful, Tanzi said during her pageant. I think I ran those together. But here's the one that disturbed me the most. Messages like, I can't believe that the Black woman won. So many women with beautiful hair and the bad hair won. Shaka Zulu's cousin answers well. And she looks like a monkey, crammed social media outlets. It is 2019. We are getting ready to go into 2020. I want to tell you all who hate us for the color of our skin that Black women are here. Yes, Felicia shooketh. We're here and we're not going anywhere, and the takeover is real. Okay. And that's why I was so glad that Cory Booker checked Bloomberg about that bullshit about, oh, Cory Booker speaks so well. I hate that shit. There is more to us. Not all Black people, you know, and that's even its own dialect too, because technically there's really nothing wrong with any of that. It's just that for some reason we have bought into the fact that we have to speak and look a certain way. Okay. It is a damn shame that it is 2019 and I have to have laws on the books for people that look like me to protect my hair. Like, why is it even like that? It is 2019. It's about to be 2020, but the takeover is coming, people. Get ready. 2020 is coming and the shit is about to change. That's all I'm telling y'all. Get ready. Okay. But anyway, Puerto Rico, but you know, if Miss South Africa could solve all your hurricane problems, I guess she would be a godsend then, now wouldn't she? Okay. That shit is not cool. Y'all need to get over it. I really wish y'all would just get over skin. And most of y'all are black anyway. Y'all just don't want to own it shit. That's where the slaves got dropped off in the first place, where all the intermixing and mingling. That's why you got curly hair, you got some melanin in your skin. Embrace it, honey. That's why J-Lo got a butt. I mean, just, oh God. Okay. Anyway, y'all, I think that concludes my thoughts for A Diva Disturbed. Thank you all who did join. I'm not going to say this is going to be consistent, but like I said, I am assembling my team. I plan to relaunch the former radio show and possibly, now that I can afford to do shit like that, like get advertisers and do it the right way and market and logos and actually get my own theme song, because that's something else I want to work on. So I won't keep using Sandra St. Victor's MacDiva. I love you, Sandra. I know you're my friend on Facebook and you probably saw it. I was scared to ask because I ain't had no money. Oh, let me make sure I covered all my notes. Okay, so we talked about Mike Vick, Nick Cannon, return of Ivy Park, Lizzo, cover your ass up. Fizz, April, and Omarion. Okay, I have not commented on this. I just want to say real quick, this shit is hilarious. First of all, April needs to get some help. Fizz is attracted to crazy puss and don't know how to let go. Moniece is crazy. And April is definitely crazy. I mean, she's out of her fucking mind. Okay. Anyone who gets on social media and constantly asks people to look at her camel toe, her deer hoof, moose knuckle, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, you out of order, out of control, and you need to go get some help. And you are a mother. You ought to be ashamed yourself. And then Moniece always crying because she done blamed Fizz for why their child failed a grade level. And I'm like, why are you crying? If you are the primary parent who is caring for this child, that is your responsibility. But I like the fact that Omarion announced a new tour on Fizz's birthday. If y'all notice, some people were like, if I was Omarion, I would have responded. No, that ain't. See, some of you do not know the art of war. Basically, you ain't got to do shit. You ain't got to say shit. You ain't got to get right. Be like, I'm gonna move in silence. I'm gonna drop it on you. Now you ain't got no more B2K money, little Fizz. You let some puss get in the way of your bag. You know, I'm just saying. And then April goes out and cheats on you. She found love in the club. Baby, it ain't no loyalty out here in these streets, okay? And finally, I'm trying to figure out how it is that is fabulous as I look. Because, honey, this little old man today down to the job at the shoe shine kit because I had to go get my shoes fixed. I don't know if some of y'all caught this yesterday, but my very first day on my new job, I was all dressed up and cute. I had my Ugg boots with me because I always wear my Ugg boots when I go out, because here in Georgia, you know, it's subject to rain in the wintertime. So, and then I always take my heels with me, y'all. My heels started talking. The front part was just flapping. And I was like, shit, I got to put on my heels. I said, in this size building, I know there's got to be a shoe shine guy. Sure enough, I find Nick. By the way, Nick is okay, I can't tell y'all that just yet. I'm waiting until I get a check. But either way, Nick was nice enough to fit my shoes. I go pick him up today, and there was this older gentleman. He was like, oh my God, you are so beautiful. You know, are you married? Do you have any kids? Like, so I was like, oh man, are you trying to hit on me? So I said, how old do you think I am? He told me he thought I was in my late 20s. I was like, oh, come on now. Come on, good jeans. Come on now. Get it from my mom and my grandma. Okay. But as cute as I am, I'm still single, guys. And there is a woman that looks like they all look like the cast of The Big Bang Theory. They look like that table in the lunchroom that was full of geeks. Well, I wouldn't know because the schools I went to, we were all nerds and geeks, so it didn't matter. But you know how they set it up in movies, kind of like on Little. But either way, 4 dudes and these nerdy looking dudes and this nerdy looking chick are in a polyamorous relationship and she done got pregnant by one of them. I'm like, what the hell am I doing in my life? I hate it here. Like, why am I single? But either way, I just wanted to share that with you. And I wanted to say that don't give up hope for all of us who are single. Okay. It can happen. I mean, we might have to get us a nerd, but hopefully he's a rocket scientist or something. You know, maybe I should go down here to Huntsville and see what I can come up with. You know, that's Rocket City. But either way, y'all. Hey, y'all, I didn't even see you. I hope I didn't miss you. Omarion is the real MVP. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He is the real MVP. But anyways, y'all, I think that's going to conclude a Diva Disturbed. How long did I go tonight? Oh, almost an hour. You know, my show was actually an hour and a half. But like I said, I am going to revamp a Diva Disturbed. I'm praying to be able to relaunch it in March because I've got to get myself together and got to determine, am I going to move out of here? Because my neighbors are trifling as fuck. I was just like, who the fuck takes trash from their patio and try to sneak it on my patio because you mad? I seen that shit up under your hedges for months now. And now that they done told you to clean up your patio, they done told everyone in the apartment to clean that shit up. And you gonna go sneak and throw your trash on my side. Like I wasn't gonna notice. I hurried up and called that office and told them, I said, I just want to let y'all know, I don't know whose shit this is, but it ain't mine. Okay. So either way, I'm just saying, I'm just talking now. I'm rambling now. But yeah, my neighbors, they like to smoke. And unfortunately, it wouldn't be a problem for them to smoke in their own apartment if it didn't transfer over to my apartment. So when I'm sitting in my living room, when I'm sitting here, it comes in from my kitchen and I can smell smoke. And I don't want secondhand smoke. I'm just saying. But either way, thank you guys who did join. This is my first time trying to do a full live show on Instagram. I'm doing this from my Kindle. I don't know how the sound quality is, but I saw a lot of people joined. I saw a lot of people, you know, just kind of stick their head in, probably accidentally hit it. Just maybe they like my locks. I don't know. But thank you all for joining. And as I always like to say, chin up, buttercups, the sun will come out. I promise you. But in the meantime, in between time, stay fabulous. Because fabulous, if you think you're fabulous, you'll go a long way. It'll change your state of mind. Be blessed. I'm Miss Sophia the Diva.